Today on Tabletop Titans, Doc Mel is back in the saddle, bringing the might of Fenris to bear on Little B and the Thousand Suns in a classic matchup. Mel has a whole suite of new Space Wolf models.
Don't you dare call him Nigel.
While Brian brings the psychic phase back like it's going out of fashion.
Villain!
Yeah! It's a rumble in the jungle as the most educated Titan
Spend that 1 CP for
fights the most traitorous scholars.
He's gonna ask me a question.
Welcome on in to Tabletop Titans.
Welcome back to Tabletop Titans for another epic game of Warhammer 40,000. Today is a very special day. I'm Brian. I'm joined today by Mel, also known as Doc Mel, and we're here to answer the age-old question of, are the Space Wolves ever going to get punished for beating up on the Thousand Suns? Because we're playing a very classic matchup of Thousand Suns and Space Wolves. We are going to avenge Prospero and hopefully beat up on these wolves. Now, if you guys like this content and you want to see more of it, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe down below, and ding Nurgle's bell to let you know whenever we're live, because we have a whole heck of a lot of content that we've been pushing out lately. But without further ado, let's just dive on and take a look at these lists.
The Space Wolves are back with the brand new models. Today, Mel is playing the Saga of the Bold, which is the character-based detachment. Warlord is none other than Logan Grimnar. He's back and he's on foot, joining this unit of 5 Wolfguard Terminators. We also have Aryak Rockfist, who of course is here to hunt all those characters, monsters, and vehicles, joining another unit of 5 Wolfguard Terminators. We do have Ragnar Blackmane himself, leading a unit of 10 Bloodclaws. They'll be giving him advance and charge, and he'll be giving them full rerolls to wound. Njal Stormcaller himself is joined to another unit of 10 Bloodclaws. His ability to let them auto-advance 6 inches lets them zip around the battlefield and still charge. We have a single Wolfguard battle leader today with the Skald upgrade, joining a unit of 10 Grey Hunters. We have the new Wolf Priest with Braggart Steel today, joining a unit of 6 Wolfguard Head Takers. They don't have any wolves attached. And we have Bjorn the Fell-Handed giving CP each and every turn. A single unit of 3 Thunderwolf Cavalry gives a surprisingly cheap trade in the beginning of the game. And we have a unit of 5 Infiltrators for the backfield, unit of 5 Scouts for the midfield, and a unit of 5 Fenrisian Wolves for some early game trades. Sweet, simple, we've got lots of characters in this Saga of the Bold Space Wolf list. Today's episode is proudly sponsored by the Baron of Dice. Those Space Wolf dice are the dice that started us off with the Baron's products. He just has an incredible selection of high quality dice at an affordable price. So regardless of what army or even game system you're playing, I'm sure the Baron has the dice for you. From Space Wolves to Thousand Suns, from Orcs to Chaos, there's a ton of choices available, and if you use code TITANS, you're gonna get 5% off your next order. Highly recommend to check it out. It is down in the link below. Facing off against the Space Wolves, I'm trying to instill an instinctive fear of the Thousand Suns in Mel, so she's fighting them again today. This is the Rubric Phalanx, of course focused on Rubric Marines and Scarab-Cold Terminators. Brian's Warlord today is Magnus the Red, of course a very powerful unit in this army. We have a Exalted Sorcerer with Risen Rubric, joining a unit of 10 Rubric Marines with Flamers and a single Soul Reaper cannon. Risen Rubric, of course, is going to allow him to infiltrate up to 2 of these Rubric squads. We have an Infernal Master joining another brick of 10 Rubrics with Flamers. He does give sustained hits, but he himself is largely just going to be an extra flamer leading the squad. We have a Sorcerer in Terminator armor with Lord of the Rubric, giving +1 to hit to this unit of 10 Scarab-Cold Terminators. We have a single Mutalith Vortex Beast in the list today, providing +1 to those rituals, of course, and is a nice midfield brawler. And due to the fact that we'll have some of these rubrics infiltrating, we have a unit of 4 Sekitar robots equipped with the Claw and Extra Flamer, so they can overwatch for free or intervene for free and provide some protection to these not so tough infantry. A single unit of 3 Zangor Enlightened with bows gives us a nice little tradie squad, and we have 2 units of Zangors on foot for that sweet scout move and uppy downy. Very excited for today's matchup, a classic one if I do say so myself, between the Space Wolves and the Thousand Suns.
And there you have it. Those are the armies that we're going to be playing today for you. We, of course, have a mission picked out. We're going to be playing Crucible of Battle, which is our grilled cheese style deployment. It's going to have 5 objectives, 1 in each of our deployment zones, 3 across no man's land. And then we're playing Hidden Supplies. So this is the one that takes the center objective and splits it into 2 different ones. And then the scoring for this one is holding 1 in no man's land will give you 5 points, holding 2 in no man's land will give you 10 points, and then if you hold more objectives than your opponent, it will give you an additional 5 up to 15, and then your home objective does count for that extra holding more as well. This is our jungle theme table. Of course, Mel's Space Wolves are in the jungle, and we have gone to meet them to fight this ferocious battle. So this is going to be terrain layout 6 from the GW packet. All of the buildings are, of course, going to be breachable and obscuring. So all the walls, even if there's not actually something to finish it, are going to be finished as per the layout rules. I do have a unit of 10 Terminators with my Sorcerer Lord off the table. What about you?
I have the better Terminator, Space Wolf Terminators with Ariak.
I am super excited to see all of these crazy characters because there are many, many new models that are going to be on the table. However, before we get into seeing those beautiful models, we do have to do a roll-off. Now, of course, we have to thank our sponsor of this episode, Baronet Dice. This will be Brian with the Blood Chaos Dice as per usual. And then what about you?
Melanie's got the Space Wolf dice.
Whoever rolls
see.
highest has to go first. I got so excited. I saw the 3. I got so excited. It will be the Thousand Suns turn 1. Mel, good luck.
Have fun.
Let's do it. Alrighty, so before we take it off into turn 1, we of course have scout moves to make. I have my Zangor that have scouts they can do, and then of course you have your scouts that can also scout. So I'll do my Zangor, and then of course Mel can do hers afterwards. Zangors are moving on up into this building just to hold this objective for me.
Great. I like my scouts where they're at, so they are not going to move.
Alright, leading off the turn for the Thousand Suns, I would like to see 2 brand new secondaries that I will definitely score here on this first turn. Okay, so no prisoners. I need to kill units, and then call the Horde. I don't think I'm actually eligible to do, so we can just redraw that immediately. Bring it down. You do have a vehicle, technically, in the form of Bjorn. Therefore, I cannot get rid of it. So both of those are going to be pretty difficult to do. I would say no prisoners. Again, I just need to kill units. 2 points per unit, up to 5 points total, and then bring it down. It's 4 points if I kill a vehicle or monster. Not super easy. So, not going to get rid of them. It's too early in the day for binning secondaries, so we'll just hold on to them and then see if we can maybe get lucky and kill some of your...
I do have a Thunderwolf Cav unit
yeah.
hanging out.
I will try. It's not likely, but stranger things have happened. So going into the command phase proper, Magnus does have an ability to choose. I think I'm going to choose the -1 damage. The +2 move is fine, but there's not really anybody near him, so I'll choose the -1 damage just as a defensive buff for this turn, and then we'll jump into my movement phase. Magnus is going to scooch on back a little bit just to get within 6 of those Rubric Marines for next turn so I can get a little bit extra movement. Robots moving on up, staring at some puppies. We're going to go ahead and shimmy around these Rubric Marines just so my 2 sorcerers can see the Thunderwolf Cav. The Enlightened are going to go ahead and hop onto this objective for me. All right, so first things first, in the shooting phase, I of course have my psychic powers that I have to cast now. So I am going to start with Destiny's Ruin. I'll do it for my Exalted Sorcerer, I suppose. This will be to get me reroll 1s to hit, and then if I get it on a 10 or more, it'll be reroll all hits.
Nice.
Here we go. Okay. I guess I'll roll the 3rd dice, and then take some damage afterwards. So I get it on a 6. And then now I will take D3 mortal wounds because I rolled a double.
Yep, nice perils there.
I'll take 1 mortal wound. Okay. The Aspiring Sorcerer is going to do Doom Bolt, so this is going to cast on a 7. If I get it on an 11 plus, it does more mortal wounds, but let's not get greedy here.
Oh,
cast on a 7. I want to get greedy. So I'm going to roll the 3rd dice, and I'll take mortal wounds for it, and it's lovely. But it also doesn't get the big version. You're going to take D3. You will take 3.
Okay.
I will take D3. I also take 3. Let's move swiftly on from that,
Glorious,
whatever that was.
Glorious
Yeah.
space.
We're going to go ahead and jump into the Secretary robots. We're going to put all of their shots into the Thunderwolf Cab, starting with the Heavy Flamers. So it'll be 4d6 shots. Let's see it. So it'd be 11, 12, 13, 14. So I need 5s here. So these are going to be invulnerable saves, and there is going to be 8 of them.
You know, I've done it before, I'll do it again. Looking for a ton of 4-ups on 8 dice.
Wow. What? Okay.
Wolf Bear! Specs, that's for you. Ooh. That does kill the wolf, though.
Some might say this is better for me. So we're going to go ahead and move into my missile launchers, my missile racks. This will be hitting you on 4s, but I am rerolling 1s now because the power. Rerolling 1s. Excellent. And then these are going to be winning you on 3s.
Nice.
So just 1. Again, it's an invulnerable save.
4.
That is 3 damage.
Okay.
And then I have my little baby flamers. These are D3 shots each. So 4 D3. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 shots. Now, you'll be happy to hear that these will win you on 6s, unfortunately, because they're only strength 3.
Mean?
So there's 2 of them.
So one goes through?
Perfect. So that's 1 damage.
Okay.
So it kills 2. Next up, we're going to go ahead and do the Enlightened into that same bear, I guess, now.
It's a Thunderwolf cat, but yes.
These are rerolling 1s because of the power, and then these 6s are lethal. These will be winning you on 5s here. So you're going to have 2 invul saves, and these are 2 damage each.
Gotta save one of them. That is it.
So I think that's actually going to be kind of the end of my turn. Of course, I could charge the bear. I don't want to charge the bear because there's not really a world in which I stay outside of heroic intervention range from these blood claws here, and that's just a bad time for me if I do that. So I think I'm going to opt to allow my unit to be able to overwatch next turn and then intervene if I need to. Again, this is going to give up my no prisoners points, but such is life. I think it's a better call over here. So we can actually take it into the scoring. I did not get either one of my secondaries. I will, however, keep no prisoners because I think next turn I will be able to get it and then bring it down. I'm going to toss to get a CP and then another secondary next turn. I'm going to take it into the Space Wolves, turn 1.
Space Wolves, turn 1. I go up to 3 CP because I've got Bjorn the farmer.
Bjorn.
He's such a good farmer. And let's see my secondaries. Marked for Death and Sabotage. Don't love Marked, but whatevs. And Sabotage is fine.
So Mark for Death, I'm going to pick 3 things. You have to kill one of those 3, and then you can also choose 1 unit, and if you kill that 1 unit, you get a baby marked. So the 3 I'm going to pick is going to be the Zangors in the back over here. We're going to pick Magnus, and then also the Mutalith Vortex Beast.
Okay.
And then which one would you like to select?
So my gamma target for Marked for Death is going to be the Sekatara robots. That's also going to be my quarry for my headhunters. That's also going to be my oath target.
You really don't like these guys.
No. I've been hurt before. We've seen it. And so I'm going to move here. I'm also going to tow up with Logan onto this objective. I'm going to move Bjorn into that terrain to sabotage. He loves being a CP farmer and a secondary machine.
Just doing nothing.
And moving some other things up. But besides that, it will also probably be a quiet turn for me besides the inevitable Overwatch that's coming for me.
Oh, yeah.
Moving the Wolf Bear. Moving the Headhunters. Would you like to overwatch the Headhunters? He's already grabbing the dice.
DM, I do. Immediately, I would be shooting you with all of the bullets, and I'll do it for free because that's just what they do.
And that's why I hate them.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
You should have to pay for that type of joy.
I'm okay with it when I use them, but I'm on board when I'm like, playing against them for sure. So here we go. I'll start with the heavy flamers. So it's going to be 6 shots. This is going to be, I can do math, 11, 17, 18 shots. Okay, so I'll be winning you on 3s here with my heavy.
Woo!
So that's I missed 2, which means there's 16 there. I can do math. You'll have 16 4-up saves, Mel.
Okay.
Isn't this neat?
This is so much fun. Bye. 4-ups, 3 wounds each. So that is 1, 2, 3 head takers.
But wait, Mel, there's more.
Great.
These are little baby flamers, though. Okay, so this is going to be
flamers.
D3 shots each. Here we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not crazy.
You can't go for glory again.
These need 5s here, so only strength 3.
You know,
it's just 1.
Balance.
It's just 1, and it's only AP 1, so you're totally fine.
Totally fine.
Yeah, totally fine. And then this is the Hellfire Missile. Look, there's never enough guns. All right, so the Hellfire Missile Rack, this will be hitting you on 6s. Big nothing. So that was it. Just 3 head takers.
3 head takers. Definitely gonna move the blood claws now. They go 13 because they get an auto 6 on their advance. I'm gonna move Bjorn up to do his sabotage.
Sabotage.
I'm going to move the unit of blood claws with Ragnar into this little corner. This one's going fast! I'm gonna move the Wolfguard Battle Leader and the Grey Hunters. I'm gonna move Logan with the Wolfguard Terminators. So let's start with the cool thing though, which is actually Niall. You did Psychic. I can do Psychic now. It's a little gross.
I don't think you're actually allowed to call it Psychic as a Space Wolves player. I think that's kind of illegal.
It's like our weird friend in the back. We let him hang out with us. We're going to do Living Lightning. We are going to overcharge, which gives us 2d6.
Yep, naturally.
Let's see it. Hitting on 3s.
Yep. And then re-rolling because of both.
So sustain 2, so those pretty little wolves.
Become even more wolves. Strength 7, well, I'll have you know, I'm toughness 6. So 3s.
3s.
So I do have one model in cover, so I'll go ahead and take my cover saves here. This will be 4 at a time. These are 3-up saves because of cover, so I can do the last 3 on him, 3-ups. So I'll take 1 damage.
Rude!
Look, it's the chaos dice.
It's because I tried to do psychic.
Yeah,
So now I do my hazardous?
Yes. Oh, you're totally fine.
Totally fine. Great. That was Neon. Now we have the Blood Claws. We've got 1 with a plasma pistol. We're gonna totally supercharge it.
Naturally.
On 3s. Strength 8.
So 3. Nice. This will be a 5-up invulnerable save. We love it.
Hazardous.
Totally good.
Excellent. Cool. Charges, starting with the Blood Claws.
Let's see it. Oh, no,
11.
that's such a big charge. Ugh, I hate it.
I am going to call in an Alpha Strike.
Ooh.
1 CP. My head takers can advance and charge.
That's it. Looking for 7. Oh, close, so close.
CP reroll.
Let's see it. Oh, nice. They're in.
Blood Claws. I've got 1 with power weapon. I've got 4 attacks. Strength 3 or strength 5, hitting on 3s.
Yeesh. And then this is Oath, so rerolling. Nice. And then looking for 5s here.
Nope. Excellent. Now we've got 9 chain swords. 18 the first half.
Oh, rerolling.
1 million, zillion, jillion, dillion, cotillion times later.
So it's going to be 10 saves at AP 1. So I will have 4-ups here. Here we go. So you will kill the wounded robot. All right, it's up to Nigel.
Don't you dare call him Nigel.
The Storm Man.
Staff of the Storm Caller. This is sustain 2. Looking for 6s. Rerolling. Ooh. Strength 7.
3s. So these will be 4-up armor saves because it's AP 1. It'll be D3 damage. Okay, look, 1 is down to 1. All right, after that riveting combat that we just saw, I am going to spend 2 of my command points going down to 1, and I am going to interrupt with those robots fighting into both the headhunters and then also the blood claws, mostly because I have to split them weird because of the way that you piled in. So I'll do the one that's able to fight into the headhunters first, hitting on 4s. Ooh, 2 hits. And then these are going to be strength 10, so I'll be wounding you on 2s. That's 2 wounds. You'll have invulnerable saves, please.
4s. 1 goes through.
Just 2 damage, so 1 guy's down to 1. And then this will be into your blood claws. In all 4s. And then these will be wounding on 2s. So you have 3 of them. These are AP 2. 5s, so it'll squish 2 of them.
Head takers. 3 with mastercrafted weapons with 4 attacks each. Hitting on 3s.
That's it.
Strength 5 and +1 to wound.
So you need him 4s here.
4s.
And then 6s are dev.
Okay. I'm going to use one of my rerolls.
Let's see it.
Nope.
I have 5 saves. These will be 5-up invuls. Ooh, I think that might be the squad. So this will kill the wounded guy, kill another guy, and then that plus the dev wounds will kill the last one.
I did my first boast over here by killing the robots, and it's your hide as a trophy. And because I did it with the unit with the Wolf Priest, with his enhancement, I get +1 damage.
Pretty sweet.
That's all I got. Scoring it up for the Space Wolves turn 1. Sabotage in progress with Bjorn and the train. And I did get my Gamma points for March for Death for 2.
Ooh.
Handed it over to Thousand Suns, turn 2.
Turn 2 for the T-Sons. Let's go. All right, jumping off the command phase for the Thousand Suns. Before I do anything else, I would like to see my 1 secondary, because of course I did keep no prisoners. Ooh, okay, engage on all fronts. This one is fine. I just need to be in at least 2 table quarters, preferably 3, ideally 4, to get a various amount of points for being in that many table quarters. So it's totally fine, I can definitely do those.
Come hang out.
We'll see, we'll see. I want to stay as far away from you as possible and shoot you while I can, but you're making it kind of difficult. All right, looking at my primary scoring for the turn, I will be getting a 5 because I do hold 1 in No Man's Land. Mel, of course, took me off the one that I was safe on here, so clearly I wasn't safe, but I do hold this one here. with some Zangor. Magnus is going to choose +2 move for everybody within 6 inches of him, or all psychers within 6 inches of him. And I believe I am ready to just move now.
Sounds good.
Zangor is moving on up to try to get my engage. Vortex Beast moving on up. Rubik's Marines are gonna hop backwards. Zangor sprinting to screen for me. We are going to start the shooting phase off with my psychic powers, of course. I will kick it off with Magnus, as is his right as the Crimson King. We are going to go ahead and Doombolt into your bear. I don't want to have to shoot the bear. I'm sorry.
You are going to shoot the bear.
So Magnus gets a +2 natural, and he can cast you. So we are looking for... I failed. We are going to go ahead and use the 3rd dice. So I will pass. So you'll take D3 on the bear, because I barely cast it. And you'll take 3 on the bear.
Yep, so that's the bear.
Down goes bear. Next up for Magnus is going to be Temporal Surge. We're going to cast that onto my Enlightened, needing a 6, but I would really like a 10 here. Magnus does get an innate +2, so that will cast on an 11, which will allow the Enlightened to move just a flat 6 and get me my engage. The Exalted Sorcerer, seeing how successful Magnus was, now wants a little taste of the warp. So we're going to go ahead and Twist of Fate onto the Blood Claws. This will give me extra AP into. If I supercast it, it'll give me super extra AP. So,
Super duper?
Super duper.
Super duper.
Well, I don't cast it yet, so I will use the 3rd dice. Still not cast it, and also perils. So I'm going to take D3. I'll take 2. We're killing it. We're loving it. And then we'll move swiftly on to the Aspiring Sorcerer in the squad, who is going to Doombolt onto the Head Taker Hunter man. 7. 7 is enough. I'm not going to risk it.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not sure. I'm going to risk it.
We're going to... for the biscuit.
Oh, that was a 6. I promise.
6. You're good.
So to go off on a 12, which is going to be D3 plus 3 mortal wounds on the Head Hunters. It will be 6 mortal wounds. So it kills 2 and then 1's down to 1. Jumping into the shooting phase proper, Magnus, again leading the charge, is going to go ahead and shoot at the remaining Headhunters. So I will go ahead and start with his Zinch's Firestorm, which is D6 plus 3 shots. You are no longer blastable, so this is going to be 6 shots, which I had 6 dice in my hand. Hitting you on 2s, wounding you on 3s. So it's going to be 1. This is AP 1, and it ignores cover, so you have a 4 up.
4.
Okay. And then I have 3d3 shots from the Gaze of Magnus.
Ooh.
Upper good. Hitting on 2s. And then these will wound you on 2s. 6s are devastating. Well, you'll have 5 saves. These will be invul saves, and then 1 dev wound.
Looking for 4s.
Those are 3 damage each.
Ouch.
So that'll pick up the unit. Rubik Marines are going to go ahead and activate now, shooting everything into the Blood Claws. I will start with my Exalted Sorcerer, shooting his Astral Blast. D6 shots blast. So this will be 2 shots. Hitting you on 2s. Wounding you on 3. That's AP 2. Ooh, it's a D3 damage, so maybe I don't kill 1. I do kill 1. These are my Warp Flamers now. D6 shots each. So this is going to be 10, 20, 26, and 31. Looking for 4s here. I am re-rolling because you're on an objective. That was weird. So 23. At AP 1, ignore cover.
4s. Okay.
4.5. Here's the Warp Flame Pistol from the Sorcerer. It's 4 shots, wounding you on 5s, but you're on an objective, and I don't like when people stand places. So 4 of them. These are AP 1. Ignore cover.
4s. Oof.
Okay. Kills 2 more. We have a Soul Reaper Cannon. 10 on 3s. Wounding on 3s. 6s are devastating. That's another dead Marine. Last but not least is the Malefic Curse, hitting you on 3s. And then this will wound you on 4s, re-rolling because you're standing in a place I don't like. So that'll be 2 of them. These are Anti-Infantry 4 and Dev, so you're just going to take 2 damage on Nigel.
Rude.
the Enlightened are going to go ahead and shoot into Njal, the Storm Man, hitting you on 3s. 6s are lethal, and then these will wound you on 3s. So you're going to have 3 saves. These are AP 2. They're 2 damage each.
2 go through, that's
4 damage. All right, Mel, I think that was a pretty successful turn for me. I'm going to have nobody charge, most because the Enlightened can't because they did the Temporal Surge. And now nobody is left on this side of the table for me to actually charge. So therefore, we can jump on into the scoring for the end of the turn. I will be getting 2 points on engage on all fronts because I am in 3/4. And then no prisoners. I did get 5 on because I did kill 3 units. Yes, and then at the end of my turn, you will complete your sabotage for 3 points as well.
over to Space Wolves, turn 2. I've got Bjorn the Happy Farmer in the back, and I'm going to go up to 4 CP.
So many command points.
And first things first, let's
Oh,
see
my
some
rules.
secondaries. I need 2 new ones. I've got Recover Assets and Tempting Target.
Okay. So tempting, I'm going to choose one of the objectives in No Man's Land. You have to take that objective. Surprising nobody, I think. I'm going to choose the objective
With Magnus.
with Magnus on top of it, yes.
Okay, while I would love to kill Magnus while he doesn't have his buffs, I'm going to redraw Tempting. So 1 CP for a new secondary. Instead of Tempting, I need 2. No prisoners. Kill
Just kill
things.
stuff. Yeah, that's much easier than trying to kill Magnus. I have Enlightened sitting out in the open. I have Zangor that you could probably get to pretty okay, I guess. Much better than Tempting, I would say.
Sounds good. Plan for the turn. Gonna do a little movement. Try to take out your Zangors. Cautious turn, I think, for me. I will score 10 on primary because I hold 2 in No Man's Land. For my Oath target, I'm gonna choose the Zangors.
Zangor Enlightened. They have done nothing to you.
They're
I don't
in my
accept
home.
this.
They have offended me greatly.
Yeah, poor Nigel.
Great. So over to movement. These are the Fenrisian wolves moving to be nom-nom-nommed by Magnus. Are you gonna Overwatch the Fenrisian wolves with Magnus?
Yes, that is exactly what we're doing
The
now.
audacity.
Well, Magnus is nothing if not audacious. So here we go. This is the Gaze of Magnus. This is going to be 5 shots, hitting you on 6s. Ooh, to get a hit. This will wound you / kill you on a 2. It kills you. And then we have Tzeentch's Firestorm, which is d6 plus 3. And then Blast on this one. So this is going to be 8 plus 1, so this is 9. Looking for 6s. Oh, the June 5. It wounds you on 3s here. It'll kill 2 of you. So 3 total dogs die. Not quite what I was looking for, but alas, such is life.
I'm gonna advance Logan and the Terminators. Moving the Grey Hunters with the Wolfguard Battle Leader into the corner on the objective. I'm going to advance the Blood Claws. It's a 6.
Nice.
And that's gonna be my movement.
Sounds good. I could rapid ingress here, and I think I might want to, because otherwise my Terminators are going to be kind of out of the game next turn. So I think I will spend a CP, and I will, in fact, rapid ingress.
I could shoot, but I'm not going to because I do want to charge them so that I can kill them. So no shooting for me.
Make sense?
Charges.
Let's do it.
Looking for a 5 from the Terminators into the Zangors.
Oh, that's a 6.
That will do
You're
it.
killing it.
We're going to start with Logan. I bet you're wondering how he is now. He's still got a big axe. He can either hold it with 2 hands or 1. We're going to do the 2-handed axe.
Is he going to ask me a question?
Gonna ask you a question. Hitting on 2s. Oh, cool. All go through. AP 2.
So these are 5-up invuls. Each one failed. They're all dead. Perfect. Cut them all in half with one swing of his mighty axe.
I'm going to consolidate back 3. Great news. That's my turn.
That's a great turn.
Scoring it up. I recovered with my infiltrators and my scouts, and I did 1 no prisoners by killing the Zangors. Handed it over to Thousand Suns, turn 3.
Zones, turn 3, baby. Alrighty. Going into the 3rd turn, before we do anything else, we have to decide on the challenger, which we didn't see last turn, but we're sure as heck gonna see now. Me. I challenge you to stop me from getting 3 points. Can you do that? Probably not.
Enjoy your boohoo points.
I will. I will definitely take the pity points. But we can also take a look at my secondaries while we're waiting on the challenger card. So for me, for this turn, I have to recover assets and area deny. So recover assets, same as Mel, do actions in the 3 zones, at least 2, ideally 3. And then area denial is just be within the center, have you not within the center. Unfortunately, you do have wolves there, so I have to kill them, which I don't really want to do, but it is what it is. No secondaries are totally fine for this turn. And then we can also take a look at the challenger card to see what I have to do for my pity points. Cool, so for the challenger card, I have over the line. This just means I need to get a unit inside of Mel's deployment zone for 3 points. And then the stratagem I can use instead of scoring 3 points is Great Haste, which means I can add d6 inches to the movement of one of my units, which is honestly pretty good strat. Maybe on Magnus even to get him into the fight, potentially. I don't know. 3 points is nice though. So we'll have to see what I decide to do with that. But other things to do in the command phase, Magnus, I'm going to go ahead and select his plus 2-inch move again because he's in range of the Terminators, so it buffed them up pretty nicely. And the only other thing to do, because I have no battle shocks, is to just look at my primary. I'm going to be getting 10 points on primary because I hold 1 objective and 2 objectives in No Man's Land, but I do not hold more, so just 10. The last little bit of admin for my command phase, the Exalted Sorcerer can bring models back to my Rubric Marines. So on a 2 through 5, I bring back 1. On a 6, I bring back 2. If I roll a 1, I'll probably kill dudes. So here we go. It's a 3. So I'll bring back the Lost model. So just quick little plan for the turn. I think this is the turn to try to do some damage. I'm going to get Magnus involved. I'm going to get the Terminators involved. The Vortex Beast is going to get shooting. And then I'm going to probably put some Rubric Marines in the middle of the table just to try to tempt you to come after me. And we'll see. I'm going to put everything on the line and then see how hard you can smack me. So let's just get to it. The Terminators, I'm actually going to use the stratagem, the free strat, Great Haste for the Challenger card on my Terminators. This will give them the extra d6 inches to their move, in addition to the +2 from Magnus. So they're going to go zippy quick. I'll just roll it here now for you guys. So they're going to go an extra 1 inch. I chose this over 3 points, everybody. This is great. So they're going to move 8 inches this turn, which is really fast for Terminators. So now they'll have a 4-inch charge to your Terminators and Logan, so hopefully I'll actually get to do something there and not fail the charge.
We're going to rapid ingress the Terminators behind the Grey Hunters to get a little support from Magnus.
It's a good plan. I like this plan.
Ariak to save the day.
This is the Mutilating Vortex, so this is the 6-inch aura of mortal wounds at the end of the movement phase, so this will be on the scouts. So this will be d6 mortal wounds onto the scouts. Perfect. It's one mortal wound. That is the only unit in range for that ability, so we're good to go there. Jumping into the Psychic phase / shooting phase, I will go ahead and start with my Sorcerer and Terminator armor. We are going to Doombolt onto your Terminators. Looking for 7. 7.
Okay, perfect. You can do it?
We're gonna push it. We're gonna push it. Well, of course.
We told him the odds on this already.
I didn't even get the big one either. So I'll take D3 for my trouble. I'll take 2. You'll take D3 for my trouble. You'll also take 2. Look, I'm keeping it fair. Next up is Destiny's Ruin. This will try to give me rerolls to hit. So this cast on a 5, it'll be reroll 1s. If I get on a 10, it doesn't matter. So I get reroll 1s to hit against you for the shooting phase. And then...
You wanna...
No. No. Reroll hits for like 5 guys, not super exciting. Yeah, actually, that actually is my second phase. Funny enough. There's nothing really crazy going on. So we will go ahead and jump into the shooting. I will start with the Terminators, and we'll go ahead and shoot into your Terminators. We're going to start with the Combi Bolters, hitting you on 3s, rerolling, hitting you on 2s, because they have an enhancement to do that, and then rerolling 1s for the Psychic Power. 6s are lethal, so 2 lethal. These will wound you on 5s. These are AP2.
4s.
3s, because you'll have cover.
Ooh, lovely. 1 goes through.
Just 1 damage. Next up is the Gaze of Hate. I'm rerolling 1s for the Psychic Power. I hit you all of the time. 6s are lethal. And then this will wound you on 5s. 6s are dev. So just 1 save. This is AP3.
Good.
Nice. And then I do have a Malefic Curse coming in, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. Lethal. And then this will wound you on 5s. Just 1. AP2.
Goes through.
1 damage.
That is one of the Terminators.
Shooting into Ragnar's unit. Do you have anything that you want to do?
I do have a strat that I could make you like -1 damage, but I really need to hold on to my 3 CP for what's about to happen on the table.
Yeah, I think that's a good call, honestly. So we'll go ahead and jump into the Vortex piece then. We'll do the blast profile. So this will be D6 plus 3 blast. So this will be 6 plus 2, so it'll be 8. 8, these will be hitting you on 3s. Okay, ooh, okay. Then these will wound you on 2s. 5, these are AP 2, but you will have cover, so these will be 4 up saves.
4.
They're 2 damage each, so just kill off 2 guys.
2 blood claws.
Let's jump into the charge phase now, Mel. Like, I know you've been really excited about this, for my Terminators to smash into your Terminators, and for Magnus to smash into your Blood Claws.
You're just gonna
Grey
chest
Hunters.
bump. It's a friendly chest bump. A Terminator chest bump.
It's just like, it's a frat, you know? They're just meeting up with each other after a bunch of years in college. They're like, they're here, we're gonna go ahead and charge Terminators into Terminators. 11! Hey, that's a really good charge, wow.
That's an overpowered chest bump.
Next up is gonna be the Rubric Marines charging into your 2 Wolves in the center. If I fail this, I'm 100% rerolling this, so I better not fail it. Here we go. Oh.
You definitely did not.
Magnus is going to go ahead and charge now. He does need a 7 to clear that wall because you're not standing within an inch. So I can roll a 7. Here we go.
Roll a 7. Yep.
Well, I will re-roll this, and I am close to old buddy boy Logan. So it's going to take both of my command points. Needing a 7 for Magnus to clear that wall.
That's a 7.
7.
You know, Terminators are having fun this turn, so I'm going to pay 1 CP to intervene with my Terminators with Aryak. Let's see this charge.
Let's see it. Oh, 7. Hey, that's what I needed. Nice. Chaos. We're going to begin with Magnus. You do have 2 command points to interrupt. The Terminators are pretty chunky. They are just -1 to wound naturally, so I think Magnus is in a real problem spot here. You are kind of the perfect tool to deal with them. I didn't realize going into this. So we're going to pivot, and we're just going to sweep into the Grey Hunters to try to kill as many of them as possible, because otherwise I think you'll pick up the Rubric Marines fairly easily. So let's do that. So 14 attacks with the sweep, hitting on 2s. These will be wounding on 2s because they are strength 8. 10 of them, these are AP 1, but each one you fail is a dead Grey Hunter.
Looking for 4s. Oh, I will take it. So that is 3 dead Grey Hunters.
Oh, that was so bad.
Okay, I'm going to spend my 2 CP, taking me down to 0, and interrupt with Logan and the Terminators. We're going to do the Axe of Mordecai. We're going to do the Strike, 6 attacks. Strength 8.
Normally needing 3s, but now 4s because I -1 to wound. Oh, it mattered.
It mattered so much.
So these would be 4 up invulnerable saves. 1 goes through, and it is damaged 3.
Yep.
So it'll just squish the Terminator.
Forgot to do Logan's reroll to wound from the detachment roll, so here it is.
Nice, nice. This will be another 4 up save for me. Ooh, it's another Terminator down.
Puppy Kisses from Fenrir and Tiernak. 6s hitting on 6 attacks on 2s. Strength 5.
Needing 5s actually. So 4s normally, but I'm -1 to wound all the time.
1 goes through.
AP.
1 damage.
3 up. We're good.
Okay. Over to the Terminators. We've got 2 mastercrafted power weapons, 4 attacks each. Looking for 3s. Strength 5.
So you need 5s here.
2 go through.
4 ups.
2 damage each.
Ooh, kills another Terminator.
Now we've got a Power Fist on 3s. Strength 8.
So there's a 4 here. Ooh.
AP 2.
4 up. We're good.
You're good.
Just 1 more down.
And that's it.
I'm gonna go ahead and start with my Terminators fighting into your Terminators with the Kopeshes. I'll be hitting you on 3s. 6s are, oh sorry, hitting on 2s because I have the enhancement, and then 6s are lethal. And then these will wound you on your T5, so 4s.
I'm scared.
11, 4 ups, please and thank you.
All 4s. Oh.
There are 2 damage each.
So 2 down, 1 on half.
Okay. Next up, we have the Force weapons from both the Aspiring Sorcerer and the regular Sorcerer and Terminator armor. We can do them together because it's the same exact profile. Hitting on 3s here, hitting on 2s +1, 6s are lethal. And then these will wound you on 3s normally, but now 4s because you're -1 to wound. So you're gonna have 6, these are AP 1, so you have 3 up saves.
3, oh. Oh, I wish I could reroll that.
They're D3 damage each. So you have a guy on 2. How many was that? 4?
4.
Okay, so the first one, D3 damage. Do I kill the Terminator? I do. Then the next one does not have a shield, so this is, I need a 5 or a 6. So then I'll kill him with that one, and then the last one goes on to Logan himself, which will be just one. And to no one's surprise, the Rubric Marines killed those 2 puppers.
Oh! We've got the faux hammer from Ariak. Perfect to go into Magnus. Looking for 2s. Rerolling.
Nice.
Okay, wounding on 3s.
We're good. So this will be 4 up saves on Magnus. Each one I failed takes 3 damage.
Oh, come on! Come on!
Get yourself some Baron of Dice.
We're gonna start with the Great Axe on 3s. This is strength 7.
Need a 5 here. And then you can use your reroll for the detachment. Oh, nice.
AP2.
4 up.
Hey. Told me Magnus was gonna die.
I thought so. I
I'm gonna
believed
get-
it with all of my heart.
I'm gonna get annihilated. Okay. Got 2 mastercrafted power weapons, 4 attacks each, looking for 3s. Strength 5.
She needs 6s here.
Nope. Okay. And then we've got a power fist. Looking for 3s. Strength 8.
So 5s.
Nope.
Yeah, I do believe that is the turn. So we can take it over to the scoring. I did recover assets with the unit of Rubric Marines and then a unit of Zangor in my deployment zone. And then area denial, I will get the big old 5-4. Taking over Space Wolves, turn 3.
Today's episode is proudly sponsored by the Baron of Dice. Those Space Wolf dice are the dice that started us off with the Baron's products. He just has an incredible selection of high quality dice at an affordable price. So regardless of what army or even game system you're playing, I'm sure the Baron has the dice for you. From Space Wolves to Thousand Suns, from Orcs to Chaos, there's a ton of choices available, and if you use code TITANS, you're gonna get 5% off your next order. Highly recommend check it out. It is down in the link below.
Over to Space Wolves, bottom of 3. I go up to 2 CP because Bjorn the Great Farmer. You are at 3. Before I do anything, can I please see my secondaries? I'm going to cleanse and display of might.
Okay, so you need to do actions on the objectives in No Man's Land, then you need to have more units in No Man's Land than I do.
That seems...
Yeah, that one might be a little tough, I think.
Plan for the turn, kill a Vortex Beast, send Bjorn into Magnus, death and mayhem.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm actually going to oath the Vortex Beast because I really want to just clear that off the board. Before I get into movement, I'm going to score primary, 5 on primary. Ooh, am I going to get boohoo points next turn?
Maybe. Depends on how your secondaries go, but yeah, it's possible.
And that's all I've got. I'm going to get on into movement. First, I'm going to move the Blood Claws out to the Vortex Beast. Do you want to Overwatch?
As much as I would like to Overwatch, I don't think I can afford to Overwatch here because the Grey Hunters would then be free to do whatever it is that they want to do, so I think I'm going to pass.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think we're going to pass. We're going to pass on this one.
Okay, I'm going to move Bjorn.
But Jordan.
Logan's going to fall back so you can see how beautiful he is. Stunning. Starting with the Blood Claws into the Vortex Beast, I am going to overcharge one of my plasma pistols, and so it hits on a 3,
Yep.
strength 8.
Nice. Needs a 5 here. And then hazardous. You're fine. Totally fine.
Great. Now we've got 9 bolt pistols.
It's going to be a 4 up armor save. Nice. We're good to go. Buongiorno.
Yep. Hellfrost Cannon, looking for a 2.
3. Hits.
Wounding. We're going to reroll. We have a Heavy Flamer with D6 shots. 5 shots. Into Magnus.
Looking for 4s.
1 damage.
And 3 is it. This is fine.
Charges.
Let's do it.
Bjorn, into Magnus. The 5 will do it. Blood
Wow.
Claws into the Vortex Beast.
Let's see it.
They make it.
They're right there.
With shame
For shame.
and dishonor. Charging the Grey Hunters through.
Rubrics? Look, you do make it, but these charges have not really been all that exciting.
I'm going to start with my Grey Hunters. I'm going to use Champion's Guidance, which will give me rerolls, and hopefully we can kill them.
Important to note, I have also spent 1 command point after Mel finished charging, so that way my Rubric Marines are -1 to wound. Pretty spicy here, so I'm hoping to not take too many casualties.
Starting with the Thunderhammer on the Wolfguard Battle Leader. Amazing.
Sustain.
Strength 8.
So 2's going to 3s.
Full rerolls.
Nice, nice. So you're 5 ups, no matter how you slice it.
2 damage each.
Okay. So that's 4 down.
Now we got a 1 power fist on 3s.
2s to 3s. Re-rolling everything. 2. So again, these are going to be 5 ups. 2 more goes down.
Okay.
6 dead so far.
Chainsword.
Chain swords.
3s rerolling sustain.
Wounding on 4s normally, but now 5s. 5s, full rerolls. 14, these are AP 1. I have +1 save because it's only 1 damage. It's real saves.
3s.
Wow, that was amazing. So that's 1.5 more die. So 7.5 die.
Now we're going to do Bjorn into Magnus. Lethal 6 attacks on 2s. I'm going to use my 1 reroll.
Nice.
Great. Strength 12.
3s. Looking for 4s here. I will fail 2. What's the damage on these?
3.
So I'll take 6 damage. So I'm down to 6.
I am going to give lethal over there. We're going to start with Ragnar. He gets +2 attacks because he charged. And it's my oath target. Looking for 2s.
Rerolling. Oh, those are lethal and sustain.
Strength 6.
So you need 5s here?
We're rolling all failed wounds.
We're good. 5 up invuls,
2 damage each.
followed by 5 up feel no pains. I will take 3 pains.
3 is rerolling.
Rerolling wounds? Yeah, of course. So this will be 7 invul saves here. Followed by 5 up feel no pains. I feel 2 pains. I will take 2 more damage. So I'm down to 8 here. It is my turn to slap you back. So Magnus is going to go ahead and activate. We're going to fight into the Terminators. Now this does feel very bad because he just has a very bad profile into them in general. However, I got to do it. So this is 7 attacks hitting on 3s now because I am tired. Ah, why is he so bad? Okay, this is wounding you on 2s. 3s because it's it's gonna look. It's a 4 people. Just 1. Can't even kill a dude. You'll take 3 damage, but you do have you're not dead.
You know what? That's how this game's going, Brian. Disappointment everywhere. We're gonna hit you back. 5 attacks on 2 full rerolls.
Nice. And then these are anti-monster 3, so you need 3s rerolling.
3 is rerolling.
Good start. Strong finish. I got 4 invulns. Surely you can't kill Magnus. Not like this. Still alive? Baron of Dice. Get yourself some.
Surely the axe will do it. Great.
That's a great start. That's not as good. Get a reroll. Still not that great. Fistcuff.
Fistcuffs.
Nice. And then these are 5s here. Ah, I've been shot. Oh, you don't deserve it. Looking for a 4 here. Oh, Magnus down to 1. It all comes down to the master crafted power weapons.
3s.
Good start. Great start. 6s.
Okay.
The dream is still alive, Mel. The dream is still alive. The dream is no longer alive.
Look at him looking for rules. No!
Well, now there's no reason for -1 damage anymore.
Cool.
I got rubrics that get the fight now.
I'm so happy for you.
Hey, me too. This will be my rubric marines fighting into your Grey Hunters. I'm just going to do all the force weapons at the same time because they're all the same profile. Hit on 3s. Real bad. Wounding you on 3s, but I am re-rolling because you are on an objective. 2 of them, these are AP 1. It is D3 damage. Perfect. And then I have my fisticuffs, which they're not power fisticuffs, they're just some knuckles. Hit you once. I re-roll because you're on an objective. I wound you once. AP 0. Down goes a Grey Hunter. Mutilate Vortex Beast, gotta go up next. I got 5 attacks, hitting you on 3s. Let's see it. Great start. I'll be wounding you on 2s. That'll be 2 of them. This is AP2, and they're 3 damage each. So it kills 2 Marines.
So the Scout's cleansed, and then I do get Display of Might. That takes us over to the 1,000 Suns.
Two
turn
suns.
4.
1,000 Suns, turn 4. I'm up to 3 command dealer points. I have command phase things to do, like battle shocks and choosing abilities for Magnus. However, before we do any of that, can I please see 2 brand new secondaries? Sabotage and Overwhelming Force. So do an action inside of a piece of terrain, outside of my deployment zone. Pretty easy. And then Overwhelming Force, just kill stuff on objectives. Not necessarily easy, but I want to do it anyways, so those are perfectly okay with me this turn. As far as the challenger stuff goes, there obviously is not going to be a challenger this turn because Mel has very quickly closed the gap in the points.
Or lost.
I guess
Yeah.
I have very quickly closed the gap in the points. I was the challenger. So we're gonna go ahead and do some battle shocks now. Magnus does have to test, so we'll just roll it.
He's lucky to be alive.
He is quite lucky to be alive, and he's not even afraid. Look at him.
No.
11.
Because he's seen.
He's seen some stuff. So for the battle shock test on the Rubric Marines and the Infernal Master, I'm just gonna spend a command point to auto pass because there's a strat that allows me to fall back and still shoot, and then also still charge subsequently, which I think is pretty handy in this particular scenario. There's no other battle shocks to take. For the primary, I'm actually gonna be getting 15 points because I do hold 1 and 2 in No Man's Land, and then I do actually hold more than Mel this turn as well.
You dirty dog.
And then we'll get to moving. Terminators are gonna get nice and close to Logan here. Falling back the Rubric Marines, spending a CP so that way they can fall back, shoot, and charge. Leading off the shooting phase, we have some psychic powers to be psychicked. I don't know how you said
Perils
it.
on, you mean?
That's what we'll do. We're gonna go ahead and start with the Terminators. We are going to use the Sorcerer in the squad, and we are going to try and get Destiny's Ruin so I can get rerolls into your Logan. Needing a 5. Oh, that's a 10. We don't need to do anything else. That gives me full rerolls to hit.
Enjoy.
Okay, now I will use the Aspiring Sorcerer, and I will Twist of Fate, I suppose, onto Logan as well. Well, 7 is not enough. I will go ahead and push it. Oh yeah, so that's gonna give me an extra 2 AP actually. Not that that super matters, but so now you'll be on your invul saves with all my shooting. Magnus is gonna go ahead and Doombolt onto your Terminators that he's in combat with that he clearly cannot kill otherwise. So here we go. That's an 8, goes to a 10. I need 1 more to get Mega Doombolt. So we're gonna just push it. We're gonna push it. Here we go. Don't get a double, please. All right, we're good, we're good, we're good. So it's gonna be D3 plus 3 mortal wounds onto the Terminators. It's 4.
Okay, I have 1-on-1.
So to kill 1 and then put 1 down to 1.
Okay.
Time for guns. Let's go ahead and just start with the Terminators. We're gonna put everything into Logan, and then we will go from there. I'm gonna kick it off with the Stormbolters. You'll be hitting you on 2s, re-rolling everything. 6s are lethal. Wow, there's a lot of 1s. Oh my goodness.
Here you go, easy peasy 10 4-ups. Ooh, definitely not easy peasy. So I failed 7.
Oh.
Goodbye, Logan!
Magnus is going to go ahead and shoot into the Terminators he's in combat with, so this will be the Gaze of Magnus first, so 3d3 shots. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's going to be hitting you on 3s because I'm tired, but we're also in combat. And then these will wound you on 2s. 3s because you're -1 to wound.
Oh, excellent.
This will be 5. These will be invulnerable saves, please and thank you.
3 go through?
So to kill 2 Terminators. The wounded one and then another one. We're gonna go ahead and jump into the Rubric Marines now. Magnus couldn't shoot his other gun because it's blast and he can't see any other unit to allocate it, so it's fine. Rubric Marines in the middle are gonna shoot into the Grey Hunters. I will start with the Infernal Master, and we are going to supercharge it or choose the hazardous version of it, however you wanna call it. 2d6 shots, 9, nice. These are strength 6, so I'm gonna on 3s here, and I am re-rolling because you're on an objective. Re-rolling. So it'll be 8 of them, these are AP2.
4s.
And they're 1 damage each.
AP2,
yeah, 5s.
5s. That is 6, 1 damage each.
So 3. I have hazardous.
Good.
So he'll take 3. He is down to 1. The Soul Reaper Cannon is 6 shots. Hitting on 3s. 6s are sustain. These wound you on 3s. 6s are dev. And I'm re-rolling everything because you're on an objective. So you're gonna have 5. These are AP2.
5. They all hit.
1 damage each. So it kills another 2.5. This is going to be the Vortex Beast next, shooting into the Blood Claws in combat with them. I'm going to shoot the Flamer profile, so this will be 2d6 shots. Looking for 5. This will be wounding you on 3s because they are strength 6. It'll be 5. These are AP 1 for 1, and they do ignore cover. So it'll kill 2 models. Nope, 1.5 models. Yeah, I am done shooting. However, I do have another thing to do in the shooting phase. I am going to start sabotaging, sabotage, in this building here with my Rubric Marines, and then we can jump right into the charge phase. I'm going to start with my Terminators. We're going to try and charge your Terminators. They did it so well the first time.
Yeah.
They want to run it back.
They did do it well the first time.
So here we go, looking for the charge on the Terminators. And 8 is definitely going to make it.
Enjoy. Done charging?
Yeah, that is my only charge. The Marines are going to stay where they're at because they can overwatch from where they are. And then we will just activate the Terminators now. We'll solo and pile them in and then have them fight into your Terminators.
Sounds good.
This is going to be the Kopesh's first, hitting you on 2s. 6s are lethal. These are strength 5, so I need 4s here. So you're going to have 6 total. These are going to be invulnerable saves, and they're 2 damage each.
4s. So that's both Terminators.
Ooh.
It's just Ariag now.
Well, I have a sorcerer now.
Great.
And he's going to try to hit you with his stick. He'll be hitting you on 3s.
Cool.
2s. Always forget this enhancement. 6s are lethal, and then this will wound you on 3s, but 4s because you're -1. So you're going to have 4 of them. These are AP 1, so these will be 3 saves. And they're D3 damage each.
Okay, let's see. Hold on, we need to see how many wounds he has. Gotta build the suspense.
He's going to have like 7 or something.
He's 6.
Oh, I can kill him. I'm going to kill him. You ready? Double 5s and 6s.
Yeah.
I got to see.
Yeah.
We're going to CP this. Come on. 5 or 6. Here we go. Oh, so close. I will consolidate so that way you have to pilot, or you can't pilot rather.
Bjorn into Magnus, looking for lethals on 2s. A reroll.
Nice.
Great. Strength 12.
So 3s. Oh.
5. Come on. Let him die.
Should have saved my reroll for this. But Magnus
Let
on
him
1.
die.
He's definitely going to die. Here's 4 invul saves. Oh, yeah. He got him. Down he goes. But
Does he
is he going to explode
and
take you with me on a 6?
Ah! Of course he has to hurt me while he goes out. Why not?
You think Magnus is going to go down quietly? This
much
dude
damage?
threw the biggest
If you
tantrum.
did you-
Look, he's going to hit my Terminators too if it makes you feel any better.
But he's good. Okay. It's fine.
Let's start on Bajorn.
Okay.
Bajorno is going to take 1. This is why we started on Bajorno. Feel no pain. He feels 1 pain.
Yep. 7
Let's-
wounds on Bjorn.
Jump over to my Terminators that are going to get hit by their Lord and Master. They're going to take 5. Ooh. They're going to lose 1, and then one's going to go down to 1. All that's left actually is just Logan. So let's, or not Logan.
Aryak.
Aryak. So let's go ahead and roll a 2+ here.
Just eviscerates him. Goodbye.
Taking a break from all that excitement, we're going to go to something a little more tame. All right, we're going to jump into the Vortex Beast. He's going to try and slap the Blood
Until
Claws.
you just eliminate that unit.
Yeah, I think so. Hitting on 3s, wounding you on 2s. It's going to be 3 of them. These are AP 2, and they're 3 damage each.
So 5s?
Heals 2 more. We're chipping away, slowly but surely.
Ragnar is going to go into the Vortex Beast. We get 8 attacks because we didn't charge. Hitting on 2s.
Ah,
6s.
sustain.
Oh.
Oath. Rerolling.
Everything hits. 4 sustained.
Nice.
Like them numbers.
5s. 7. These are 5 up invuls. Here we go. Oh, these are 2 damage each, right?
Yep.
So that's going to be 12 feel no pains. Feel no pains. I feel enough pains to die, I think. So it's going to be 3, 6. That's exactly enough to kill him.
Little consolation prize. A little gamma. A
No.
gamma.
Calm down, because he still might explode on you.
Why not?
On a 6. Here we go. Here we go.
You monster! You are a villain!
Yeah! All right, let's try to finish off these Blood Claws. You ready? D6 damage on these Blood Claws.
D6? What?
It's 3 damage on Blood Claws, so to kill 1.5. And then, of course, the explodies on the Scouts. It'll just be 1, so it'll kill the wounded guy.
Scoring it up?
So at the end of my turn, I am in the process of sabotaging. I did kill 1 unit on an objective, so that will be overwhelming force for 3 points, and then we can take it on over to the Wolves of Space.
Oh! Space Wolves turn 4. Before we get into anything, let's see my secondaries. Assassination, excellent, and Established Locus.
Assassinate would have been really good last turn.
It would have been.
Okay, so kill character and then do an action in the center of the table or in my deployment zone.
Where are your characters?
I have a character in this squad here.
Okay.
I have a character in that squad there. I have a character in this squad here.
So
and that's it.
I think I can try to go after one of your characters.
Yep.
Over to Battle Shocks. I am going to auto pass here. That feels very important. Down to 1 CP. I am going to roll it for Ragnar's unit.
Nice, good on 6.
Passes. My oath target is going to be your unit of Marines in the center, trying to kill that character.
Makes sense.
I'm going to jump into moving. Easy peasy. Moving the infiltrators in to tow in onto the objective. Going to advance Ragnar's unit. We got a 4. Shooting time. I'm going to start with Bjorn's Hellfrost Cannon. We're going to do the dispersed one that does 2 damage each. D6. 4. It auto hits.
Okay.
String 6.
So 3s.
Reroll 1. 3 go through.
So this would be 4 saves. You'll kill the wounded guy.
1 more gun. D6 shots. 5 shots. Strength 5.
3s. AP 1. Looking for 4s, 3s, because I have +1, but it doesn't matter because I'll still take the damage.
I'm going to establish Locust with the Greyhounders in the center. Charges.
Let's see it.
Bjorno. 10. Yeah. Wee. Ragnar and friends. I'm not going to re-roll that because I need my 1 CP to be able to precision. So, over into Bjorn's fight. We're going to spend that 1 CP for we're gonna spend that 1 CP for precision. I've got 6 attacks.
Yep.
2s. Strength 12.
2s, yeah.
1 reroll. There we go. 4. 5.
5. So this will be 5 up invul on the Infernal Master, of course, because you spent the CP for precision. He's alive. He's alive. He's dead. And then this is on the remaining 2 Rubric Marines.
Why?
I do have 1 Rubric Marine left.
Of course. Scoring it up. Okay, so I did do Assassinate.
Yep. So it'll be 5 points there.
And I did establish Locust in the center.
For 2. And then your primary this turn, of course, was a big old 10.
That takes it over. 2,000 Suns.
2 suns.
Turn 5.
1,000 Suns. Final turn of the game. There's a couple of things to take care of in the command phase. The first one is, of course, to check for Challenger. No Challenger. Crazy.
What time?
We are keeping the score very close for you guys. Now, the next thing to do is, I guess, just give me some secondaries, because I will get 2 brand new ones. Okay, so Mark for Death and Storm Hostile Objective. Mark for Death is, Mel's going to pick 3 units. I have to kill one of those 3 units. I will pick one of her units, and then I can get 2 points for killing that particular unit that I chose. So what are you going to mark for, Mel?
I mean, I've got good news for you. I have 4 units.
Yes, this is good news for me.
So I'm going to mark Bjorn, Ragnar and friends,
Yep, checks out.
and the scouts in the corner.
That's going to be very tough. I guess my gamma target will be your Grey Hunters in the center. I don't plan on killing them, but I do have to pick a target, so I guess that'll be my target. Yeah, so honestly, the secondaries are not terrible. A Storm Hostile should be pretty easy. I can just get the Zangors onto the objective in the middle, and I'm going to try to kill Bjorn anyways, so I might as well just double down on Mark for Death. And then I don't have any... Well, that's not true. I do have 1 Battle Shock on my Aspiring Sorcerer. That's left from the Rubric Marines. I'm just going to roll it. We do get it on a 10, so he's fine. He's not scared. Primary for this turn for me is looking pretty sad, honestly. Mel had a really great play with Bjorn, and he was able to take me off of this objective, so I only control this one at the moment, which is 5. Of course, my home objective doesn't score me anything, so it's just going to be 5 points there. Let's get started with the Psychic phase. We're going to go ahead and do the Rubric Marines here. I'll use the the Exalted Sorcerer. We're going to try and Temporal Surge onto themselves. Here we go. Ooh, 7. So they're going to go ahead and move D6 inches, but I am going to push it because I do want to move
Might as well.
6 inches. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to perils, and I'm not going to get the big version off. Perils, I'll kill the guy that's wounded, and then they're going to move D6 inches for 4 inches. I believe should be okay to give me an objective.
Yeah. Yeah, you're
Oh,
good.
yeah. We're going to go ahead and do a Doom Bolt now from the Aspiring Sorcerer in the last remaining rubric from that previous squad into the Grey Hunters. That fails, we're not going to try and push it. We're going to go ahead and do Doom Bolt again from this Aspiring Sorcerer into that same squad. I didn't pass it, so I can continue to try again. That does go off. I need an 11. Look, we're going to push it. I'll take more damage, it's fine. Here we go, push it. All right, so that will go off, obviously, with the big version. However, I do take D3, so this will be on me. I will take 2, so to kill another Rubric Marine. And then Mel, you're going to take D3 plus 3.
Okay.
It's 4. We're going to jump into the Terminator Sorcerer character. He's going to try to Destiny's Ruin onto Bjorn, so this will give me rerolls, potentially. That will go off on a 5. However, I do want the big version, so we're going to try and push it. Well, that's great. So this will perils, and I do get the little version of it, but D3 on me, it'll be 1, so I have a guy who's wounded, so it looks like he dies. My last power is going to be Twist of Fate also onto Bjorn. I want to try to force the invul saves with every one of my shots. So this will be going off on a 9, hopefully.
That's not a 9.
I need a 5 up here.
I believe in you.
I really can't lose any more Terminators.
Are you sure?
But we're going to push it anyways.
Do it!
Yeah!
You know what? I'm happy for you.
Nice. So this will be an extra 1 AP on all my stuff.
I'm going to pop smoke with my 1 CP.
So this will be my Terminator shooting into Bjorn now at -1 to hit. So I'll be back to hitting on 3s. 6s are lethal, and I'm rerolling 1s to hit because of my power. Rerolling the 1s. Out, and then these will wound you on 6s. So you're going to have 4. These are AP now 3 for the power.
4 ups.
Okay, just 1 damage, and then a Infernal Pain.
5 up.
Just 1 damage. Okay.
1 6.
And then we have the Soul Reaper Cannons. This will be 12 shots, hitting you on 3s again because the plus and minus. Same deal, 6s are lethal, rerolling the 1s. Wow. Look at all those 2s. Then these will wound you on 5s, but 6s are devastating. So you have 1 Infernal Pain.
Goes through. Down to 5.
We'll do the Gaze of Hate now.
I sympathize with the gaze of hate.
And then this will be on 6s, nothing. And then I have the Malefic Curse. Nothing there either. We're going to go ahead and pivot onto my Rubric Marines shooting into Bjorn. This is the Flamer's Burst.
Okay.
I'm looking for 6s here, but I am re-rolling because you are on an objective. And we don't like people standing around. 6s!
Oh, there it is.
We're good, we're good. This will be 9, this will be AP3, and I do ignore cover. And AP3 because of my second power.
So, looking for my 5 ups.
5s, yep. 1 damage each.
Okay, so here are my Feel No Pains. Oh.
That was really good.
Yep. So down to 2.
Okay, look, we're still not out of it. We got more guns to shoot.
Thousand Suns always seem to find more guns.
Well, that's all they do, it turns out. This is the Flame Pistol. Nice. These will be wounding you on 6s, re-rolling. Re-rolling. So just 1. Again, it's a 5 up.
Goes through.
Oh, sorry. It's a 4.
Still goes through.
Perfect. 1 damage.
Down to 1. Oh, no. You can feel it, can't you? I want you to hold on to that feeling. Just like I did with Magnus.
This is the Soul Reaper Cannon. You ready? Whoop! -1 to hit. So I actually have +1 to hit because of the Sorcerer from the Terminator Squad shot at Bjorn, and now the rest of my Marines +1 to hit. And these are also Shishting. These wound you on 5s, re-rolling. 6s are dev. Let's just try that again. Okay, there it is. All right. So you're going to have 1 save, and this is going to be at your 5 up. So you're going to take 3 Feel No Pain total.
There it is.
Does he explode on me?
Yeah!
Oh, he does! Is it D3?
Deadly Demise 1.
Oh, lame.
Lame.
All that's left to do in this turn is to declare some charges, Mel. We are going to start with my Terminators. I really want to get them on that objective, so we will start there because if I fail, I will definitely reroll. 7.
I think that will do it.
Next up is going to be the Zangors charging into your character as well. Let's see it. 6 is definitely going to make it. It's gonna be the Terminators fighting really quick, and then upon them, we'll get going.
We're gonna call an Uber, which for Titans means we're gonna just know that this guy will die. That point is yours, my friend.
Yes, indeed. That's gonna do it for my turn, so we can take it over to the scoring. At the end of my turn, I did get my mark for death for 5 points, and I did in fact storm hostile objective for 4.
That puts you at 62, which might be out of reach for me. Before my turn, I'm gonna pick up the scouts. Space Wolves, turn 5. Let's get started. Let's see what my secondaries are. Got Engage and Defend Stronghold.
Okay, well, Engage is possible. You do have 3 units that could get it done. And then Defend Stronghold is a kind of a given. You're gonna get 3 points anyways for just standing back there, so that's nice.
Not bad. So friends, that means it all comes down to Battle Shock, because talking it out, I'm gonna take my scouts in my movement phase, drop them down here, and claim this little cheeky objective, which could give me 5 points. I then need to see if Ragnar passes his Battle Shock.
This is a big, because if he doesn't pass, there's no way you could get another 5 on primary. If he does pass, then it's pretty likely that you will be able to take it here.
Okay, here it is, Battle
Let's see
Shock.
it. Oh, he don't care.
Passes.
Long hair don't care.
Passes his Battle Shock,
Amazing.
which means I don't have to do anything.
You don't have to do anything yet.
Yeah.
So Ragnar can now move on to that objective in the corner, which means he'll hold that objective, get 5 points. It'll be 10 on primary total. And then because he's also in that table quarter, he'll be qualified for engage. You're engaging here with the scouts. You're engaging with the infiltrators, which get 2 points for 3 quarters. And then also defending stronghold, an additional 3 points, which means Mel is going to get a grand total of 15 points this turn. And look at that's what we got. The game was very close the entire way through, and that was no exception. So, I mean, a 1 point game, you can't really ask for anything else.
No, and it really I really benefited by going second, and a lot of very tradesing units. Well, great game.
Amazing game. Thank you so much. We had a ton of fun here. I hope we came across the camera because we had an absolute blast. It was kind of a wild time, honestly. Well, amazing. Thank you guys so much for being here. We hope that you had an amazing time. We here had an amazing time. We love you. Thank you guys for being here. We'll catch y'all next time on the tabletop. Bye.